Hello and welcome to Family Friday. We'll be sharing ideas and tips on how to make your quarantine experience just a little more fun for the entire family. Our guest today is Mikal Haddad. Mikal and her husband have two beautiful kids, David and Lucas. She actively serves as a third grade teacher here at Evangel Church in the children's ministry. Welcome to the show, Mikal. How are you today?
Thank you, Pastor Paul. I'm good and I'm happy to be here on the show.
Awesome. I'm excited to have you on. And as you know, Mikal, in each of these episodes, our goal is to equip parents who are watching with some quarantine hacks in the areas of food, fun, and homeschooling. And I'm really excited about the ideas that you have for us today. So, what about, what if we start with homeschooling hack today? I think I'm really excited about that. And we haven't started with that just yet. So, what's something that you do to make homeschooling just a little more easy for you or your kids?
That's a good question. So for me, when we started this whole experience of homeschooling, it was a struggle because I have a toddler, a 2.5 year old,
Wow.
and I have who doesn't need to be homeschooled, and I also have a first grader, and whom I have to teach. Not just I can't just leave him to be on like Zoom all day long. Or during the teaching period of the day. So what I had to do, I had to find a way to kind of be in two places at once if possible. So what really helped me, and I know this could speak a lot to the parents that are listening right now, is it really helped to prepare the night before, kind of in my head, really just
Yeah.
go through some of the things that I could provide my toddler with while I'm with my other son. Like, I'd
Yeah.
be okay, like, oh, I could give him flashcards, do flashcards with him, like ABC or numbers, and then maybe like blocks, um, uh, and all sorts of Play-Doh, and kind of think,
Yeah.
what can I do while I'm teaching David, my older son? Now that's for the toddler. I felt that it took a little stress off of the day. I still had to run a lot, but it was a little less stressful. Now, as for homeschooling my first grader, I really felt that as the day got like towards noon, I would say 12, 1, they get tired of just sitting there and doing homework or studying. And so I felt that motivating him just played a huge role. Like, okay, if you focus on this and try to finish quicker, we can actually go play outside if the weather is good. Or remember that game that you really wanted to play with, we can do that. And maybe sometimes can even kind of surprise him, make it a little
Yeah.
more fun. Like, okay, now you have a break, let's go for a 5-minute walk. Like my son would be like, really, mom, we're not done studying, are you sure? Like, yeah, yeah, let's go. And when we come back, he'd be like, wow, mom, thanks, that was a great time, we had a great time. And that actually motivated him to keep going through the
Yeah.
day instead of just
And
just keep
it keeps them
yeah,
engaged, you know.
exactly,
And
give him
I
something
think
to look
that's
forward to.
no, that's so great. I think that's such a great idea. Both of them where you are just kind of preparing ahead, to give yourself a little bit of leisure, when the day comes. That's such a great hack. And also, to motivate, to have something that's just fun for them to look forward to, and I'm sure that's been amazing so far. And to anyone watching right now, uh, I want you to think about maybe one or two things that you can begin to use to motivate your kids as they're being homeschooled, as you're navigating that. What is it that you can help them to say, hey, if you focus here, we can go and do this, and maybe just make a list of that. I think that's such a powerful hack right there. And so I'm always excited about the second one because I'm a little bit of a foodie. So so what is your food hack to make quarantine experience just a little more fun?
So something that I've done with my kids before is really just instead of just having the kind of the same kind of lunch and sit around the table, eat, just let's take lunch outside today. Let's go have a picnic. And because we can't go to a park right now, we can go to the backyard.
Yeah.
Or for someone who doesn't have a backyard, you can go to your porch, really, or even inside the house on a rainy day. They can pretend to have a picnic, just taking a blanket, your picnic basket, make something that is, easy to eat outside, like spaghetti or something.
Yeah.
And just they enjoy it, and such a good time to bond. You'd be amazed. Like my kids now, when we sit, to have a picnic or something outside, they're like, my 7-year-old goes, "Okay, mom, let's have a conversation." And I love that. Even though they're kids, but they know this is such a good time to talk, and this is
Yeah.
what we really want. We want to connect with them.
Yeah. And you're creating the environment for that. You're letting them know, hey, I see that this is something that is important to you and speaks to you where you are, and I'm making time for you in this way. And
Yeah,
it
and
sounds
just
like he's capitalizing on it.
yeah. Yeah, we really enjoy it. They do enjoy picnic time
Yeah.
uh, a lot, and it makes mealtime less boring because kids this age they just want to go and play. So you're making it more fun for them.
That's amazing. And so, speaking of fun and them having fun, that's our last hack for today is our fun hack. So what's something you do to make, the quarantine experience just a little more fun for you or the kids?
Okay, so I have with me here a game that I kind of made up for my kids that they
Very
keep
cool.
they keep wanting to play over and over again. So what we need is a bucket filled with water. I don't have water here,
Okay.
and just some toys, like small kind of toys that would fit into a kitchen strainer.
Okay.
And you're gonna need strainers, as like if you have 3 players, you're gonna have three strainers. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna kind of fish the toys out with the strainer, but not with their hands. They're gonna try to put it like in their mouth with their hands behind their back, and they're gonna take turns to trying to get the toys out.
Yeah.
Now you can kind of mend the rules. If you have a toddler, you can allow him to hold it with his hand. You can, if you have older kids, you can kind of blindfold them, make it more fun.
Yeah.
You'll make the rules that are suitable for the family. But this is so fun, and the kids just keep wanting to play it. Of course, those that are listening to me right now are gonna hate me if because the kids are gonna make a mess inside the house. I know it.
But it sounds
But so
like
you
so much
have to
fun.
be yeah, and you have to be prepared. But when the weather gets better, this is such a good game for outdoors too.
Yeah.
And it'll keep them entertained for a while.
That's amazing. I am so excited about these hacks. I think there's so much fun and there's so much power to it in terms of keeping it engaging, especially for younger kids as well. So as we wrap up, Mikal, do you have any final thoughts or encouragement for any of our parents watching?
So actually, I've been thinking lately that it's been so tough on all of us, but
Yeah.
it's also been such a great opportunity, such a great time for us, as parents, because the kids are stuck with us. They can't really go anywhere. We got them right here where we want them. And so it's such a good time because they don't have after school activities and homework after school, um, or they can't go see a friend. It's such a good time if we haven't really been like having a family prayer time. It's really a good time to start now, to kind of invest in them spiritually during this time. Make the most of it. That's how I feel.
Yeah. And so I won't add anything to that. I hope for everyone watching that that speaks to your heart and that you do capitalize on this amazing, unique opportunity to pour deeply into your kids. And Mikal, thanks so much for being on today. As we wrap up, I want to remind everyone to
Thank you for
join us.
having me.
Absolutely. To join us in our Facebook group, where you'll be able to share your own ideas and hacks. And we look forward to learning from you and hearing from you in the Facebook group. So be sure to connect with us there. And thanks so much for being a part of Family Friday this week. If you found this episode helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you found it really helpful, be sure to share it with a friend. God bless you all. Until next time.